What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Investing Bros. My name is Tim, and we got a great video lined up for you guys today because this weekend, while I was away, I was in Virginia, kind of tuned out of the crypto space, despite the fact that my Hokies lost. Bitcoin and crypto had a fantastic weekend, and you can blame that on this man right here, Mr. Javier Milei, the new president of Argentina and super Bitcoin fan. This is a fantastic day for Bitcoin, fantastic day for crypto, and a fantastic day for Argentina because this is a man I do believe can pull a country that has been economically devastated here recently. I do believe that he is the man for the job, and through the usage of Bitcoin might just turn Argentina's economy into one of the best out there. But let me know in the comments below, even before we get going to the video, what do you think about this man? What do you think about the future of Argentina? And is he going to be able to do it? Is he going to be able to turn Argentina into the second country using Bitcoin as legal tender? Their currency will be made into Bitcoin. That's what Javier wants. Let me know if you think that is possible. But let's talk more specifically about that Bitcoin price. Going over to my screen now, you'll notice I made some changes here. I got to reflect on my little retreat up to Virginia. I was like, you know what? Let's change up the charts here a little bit. Let's go with some Investing Bros colors here. So in case you guys are confused, the white candles are good, green candles, and what I used to have is green. Blue, I love blue, but we're going to make that the negative color. I thought about switching it. I like the background. I don't want to blind your eyes with a white screen. Let me know in the comments if you like this move with the white candles being good and the blue candles being bad. But this is the Investing Bros channel. So hey, let's brand with some colors here. You guys will see kind of mixed bag here on the 4-hour chart, but sure enough, we did make that push up over 37. Now, last Friday, I did tell you guys about this. I did say, or maybe it was Thursday I talked about this. I did talk about, let's see, what day did we come back down and touch this line? Was it Thursday? It was Thursday. We came down, we tested again. There was liquidity sitting down here below 36,000, and I put a tweet out. I said, hey, now watch out. It wants to make a move back up to 37 to fill some liquidity up there. It took a little longer than I thought, but sure enough, here on Sunday, we finally made that move. We did blast up close. We got up here to 36.8, but then Sunday, we finally went ahead and blasted through 37,000. Of course, why? Because of that man right there. But the chart still, we're calling for it. Before we even get into the technicals, let's talk about what we could be looking at here very, very soon. Let's go over to our heat map here for Bitcoin. Now, this is a 1 week. There's a lot of ups, a lot of downside. What does the bears want to do? What do the bears want to do? What do the bulls want to do? Well, we do have some high liquidity coming in down back at 36,000 once again, and even more all the way down here at 35.6. Let's take a look here. As we keep climbing, keep dropping below 36,000 gets harder and harder to justify with this rising trading channel we have here. Back down to 36. Yeah, you could possibly pull that off and still stay above this white level. You had a couple wicks below, but if we start to make a push back down to 35.6 again, don't know if that's one that's going to be able to maintain our rising trading channel here. So we're going to have to hope here that the bulls can keep making a push to the upside, but you will see on the weekly chart, we do have some as high as 37.8 and up here at 38,300. Now, interestingly, when we start to take a look here, let's go all the way down to the hourly chart. You will see a little bit of a flag here kind of forming. I'm going to go ahead and just use my trend fusion. I like using this indicator, even if the pennant flag, whatever you want to call it, it gives you a nice little channel right here. And if you were to attach a flagpole right here up to the top of this and move it over to our breakout point, this is going to get us dangerously close, maybe even a little higher, 38,230. Remember, we had that liquidation. Let's go back here and look at it. That yellow line right here, 38,190. So this puts us slightly above that level. We do have a formation here on Bitcoin that would potentially see us play out to that higher liquidation zone. I'm a believer, guys, we're going to be going even higher. But on these shorter time frames, next couple of days, unless some big catalyst comes in, you do want to respect the fact that we could be making a move to the upside or the downside, and you do see liquidity above and below us. Let's even take a look down here. Let's go a little lower towards the 24-hour. I think more realistically right now, we're looking at a bullish push to 37.8. We mentioned that, or a bearish push back down to 36.7. Maybe outside chance. There's some liquidity at 36.4, but not a whole lot. For the most part, this is a nice little tight range you should be keeping your eyes on. But let's go back to the charts and let's take a look. We're kind of in a spot of a middle ground. RSI is pulling back down. When we're looking at the hourly chart, when we're looking at the 15-minute chart, these are stuff that's going to tell us a lot about what's happening today. We could keep going lower here on the 15-minute chart, but we are starting to see some green histograms come in on the MVP. We are low, below that 50, not quite overextended, but below the 50 lines on our RSI. Hourly chart, we're making an approach down towards that 50. 4-hour chart, you will see we did get some nice overextended flashes here, overbought flashes with technical bearish divergence. Why? Because the oscillator on Chart Prime did go to the upside, whereas the price action went to the downside. However, I'm not that concerned, because if you just go back here and you look at some past explosive movements, we had lots of overbought bearish divergences that were just ignored during a good push. What I'm loving seeing as far as oscillators are concerned is, remember, we used to have some bullishness on the lower time frames, but the upper time frames were getting a little overextended. Well, now you make a move towards the daily, and it did exactly what we discussed. After hitting this peak seeker, after getting bearish divergence, yes, we had a pullback, but for the most part, we're pushing back up. We closed above these levels back here where we were getting these peak seekers, and our RSI and our oscillator have regrouped. We're right now hovering right there at right below the 70. This is a nice little pullback that I do think could make a push to the upside. And when we take down those oscillators, let's just kind of focus on what a push to the upside would mean. Again, we're wrestling with a long time frame resistance level that is making us a rising wedge pattern. I think it would be very good and bullish to push through it, but you do have to respect that line and say, hey, there's always a chance we get rejected, make a pullback down towards support somewhere in this box down towards $31,000. However, if we can make a push to the upside, now you bring back into the equation what we're looking at with our Fibonacci levels. And this is one of the reasons why I feel confident about another push to the upside. I don't see this as a peak. I see this as kind of, we just continue to get rejected around 38,000, but ultimately we're just waiting for more buyers to come in. No one really wants to sell in bulk. Most of the drops are mostly based off of longs just getting a little overextended too soon, and they get liquidated and pushed to the downside. But keep your eyes on the golden pocket sitting right above us up here towards $40,000. Of course, we're also taking a look at this bull flag. Some people are going to say it's not one. I'm choosing, I've been bearish more recently. I'm choosing to be optimistic. I'm choosing to be, optimistic, hopeful person. Well, that bull flag would take us all the way up here towards $47,000, almost quite to $47,000. Could be very, very interesting. When you take a look at fixed range volume profile, you'll see I'm really interested in right below that, the gap right here, first of all at 40,000, but then the gap right here at 45,200. You guys know I love seeing when we get to the gaps of the fixed range volume profile. Those more often than not are the magnets that pull for resistance or support. So somewhere in that range, I do think a push to 40,000 into the golden pocket is a very high chance, very likely chance. But I think we could go even higher. And then you kind of move into maybe an even more, I got rid of the wrong one. Let's go back to Fibonacci here. You get into the more bullish prediction. Could we see almost an exact repeat of 2019, where we do make a move up to the platinum pocket? Well, where is that platinum pocket? $50,000. You can see back in 2019, we made a move up into the platinum pocket, retraced back down to the 0.382. If we were to mimic that perfectly, that would see us have a $50,000 price for Bitcoin, and then a pull back down to 27.5. Not the 25 that everyone talks about. It's not the 20,000 everyone talks about, but it is below that $30,000 range. I'm telling you, I would be very happy to see a repeat of 2019. I would love to see a $50,000 Bitcoin, take some profit, buy some more back in below $30,000. That sounds like a dream come true at this point in the Bitcoin world. But we're going to have to continue to wait and see, because again, while this man has pumped the price, he's the new excuse to pump the price, at some point there will be a dip. What I'm very interested in is, what will that catalyst be? We discussed this a little last week. We talked about potentially, could it be some new FUD coming in for stable coins? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Can Bitcoin make it to 50,000? What will the catalyst be to get a dip in Bitcoin, or will we not have one at all? Is the bull market just fully on? We're never seeing below $30,000 ever again? Let me know down below. Also, go ahead and smash that like button and hit subscribe if you guys are excited about this channel and about this content. We are almost midway point to get to, we just hit 5,000 subscribers. We're about to hit 6,000. We need your help. Hit that subscribe button. Help us out. But with that said, guys, that's all I have for you in this video. We kept it short and sweet. I will see you guys this afternoon for our live show at 3 p.m. You guys have a fantastic day.